to say a few words next. It's so nice that Julian Assange supporters are not afraid to speak out and to express their feelings also and emotions and our knowledge of what's happening with Julian and how unfair and improper the whole thing is. Such criminality, we haven't seen such criminality for many years, and this needs to be corrected. We are entitled to have a life that is safe in our country and in democracy. We must not permit the extradition of journalists and let Noel speak.
Yeah. Thanks, Adriana. It's very important to understand that the American Constitution has the First Amendment, which deals with freedom of speech. It's regarded as a very important document in America and around the world. It's often looked up to as a very important part of freedom of expression. Now, part of the extradition proceedings that Julian's lawyers have sought to raise is that Julian wouldn't be guaranteed the protection as a non-US citizen, wouldn't be guaranteed the protections of the First Amendment. Now, the United States government gave an assurance recently that Julian Assange would have the protections of a US citizen in a court, but it really is a fantasy. It's not, in reality, it cannot be relied upon because it is up to the individual court to decide whether he can have that protection or not. It's not something that can be guaranteed in the situation where Julian is in the UK courts. Either he has it or he doesn't have it, and really they're sort of saying that he might get it, but it comes down to the individual judge, the individual court. It's as simple as that. The assurances are basically political promises, and there is no way of enforcing them in a court of law. If the US can't guarantee that Julian will unequivocally be able to rely on the free speech protection under the First Amendment, then the UK High Court of Justice must allow Mr. Assange to appeal his extradition. Even better, the US can come to a diplomatic solution and drop the prosecution of Mr. Assange to allow him to return to Australia and be with his family. Free Julian Assange.